Hello, friends, and welcome back to another session of technical analysis on the natural gas markets. So, we have here the charts of natural gas, the continuous contract, NG1, and we have our favorite time frame of an hour. So, let's see what we have on the charts here, and then we'll try to see what are the next moves, potential next moves, which we can try and intercept. So at the moment, if you can have a look here, clearly natural gas has formed a bearish structure here. So clearly formed a head and shoulder here. So if you look at, let me take the path tool out from here. Okay, so there you go. So this is the one left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, and that's our neckline here. Okay, and now you can clearly see the breakdown. Once it has broken past the neckline, we can see a clear nice fall coming in. Eventually it's trying to stabilize at roughly around this zone, which is, I would say, 1.75ish to 1.78ish. So it is trying to consolidate. And I mean, if you have seen one of our videos from the past, this particular trend line, which we referred to as the rising floor, which is acting as a support. So clearly the price is taking the support at this particular rising floor, or we can call it as ascending support as well. And from the same video we did discuss, natural gas is making an ascending channel on a bigger time frame. So this is clearly the bottom of the channel, and we can see the prices are trying to consolidate here. Now let's see what we see when the markets open on Monday or maybe Sunday evening. A lot of geopolitical tensions going as well, so let's see how it basically reacts to this technical analysis. So that's what we are seeing on an hourly time frame at the moment. Clearly broken down to the head and shoulders, gone down here, trying to consolidate here. Now if we try and sustain above this channel, then I think it's gonna go back to the top of the channels eventually, but let's wait and see what we have on the Sunday open. One more thing which we can see here is also a symmetrical triangle. I'm just trying to minimize the charts. I'm trying to zoom in the charts, so zoom out the charts. So look at this symmetrical triangle which is getting formed on the charts. So clearly the prices are trying to squeeze between the symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangle pattern is basically a pattern where the market is thinking or deciding what should be the next move. As you clearly see, the market's getting squeezed from here. So eventually the market is going to either break out or break down. That's basically what the symmetrical triangle tells us. And then in whichever direction the market breaks out or breakdowns, the traders usually trade in that direction. Saying that, let me give you a disclaimer: this is not a buy or a sell recommendation. This is purely for the educational purpose. But saying that, that's what the symmetrical triangle says. If you want to learn or try to have more details on the symmetrical triangle pattern, more details on the symmetrical triangle pattern, there is a separate video which I have created on the channel purely on symmetrical triangle, which will basically give you more details on how and why the pattern forms, the trading psychology, how to trade the pattern, and so on. So clearly we are trying to see a symmetrical pattern, and if you look at this, this is what the ascending channel we were talking about on a probably a bigger time frame. clearly the prices did bottom here, which is roughly around 1.52. And if you look at the movement of the prices, we are clearly seeing the prices moving in the on the north side. So clearly an ascending channel here. The price is trying to move towards the north of the side. Now in the ascending channel, there are critical, I would say there are few things we should be focusing on. One is the bottom of the channel, the top of the channel, of course, and then if you look at the center line, the center line also is a very key element to for the price movement. Eventually, if you look at here, look at this, how the prices are getting rejected from the center line. Even this so the center line is quite important. It's not very clear on this channel, but eventually when this channel tries and develops in a full-fledged grown channel, then eventually we will be able to see what exactly I'm trying to highlight here, but we'll keep it that for the next time. So at the moment the price is here at the bottom of the channel, and we are also seeing a symmetrical triangle here, and we do have ascending channel for on the 1 hour time frame. Let me go back to 4 hours and see what we have. 4 hours is also giving us a better picture of the symmetrical triangle. We have the same channel. You can see a double top here forming here, roughly around, not a double top I would say, but yeah, arguably a double top here. And if you look at it, the neckline and the bottom of the channel, they are basically trying to support the same sort of price here, which is roughly around 1.75 ish. So clearly saying the structure is at the moment on a longer time frame I'm talking about, is in an ascending pattern, and the prices at the moment consolidating at the bottom of the channel. Look at this particular fact as well. You can clearly see most of the not most, all the wicks in the body of the candles are above the channel, or even the trend line I would say, but only the wicks are down. So clearly says that there is a buying pressure sitting down there. So if you look, this is what I'm trying to highlight, this bit. So clearly saying that the buyers are not letting the price come down, as every time it tries to come here, they're trying to push the price up. So we have to wait and watch what how this zone behaves. For me, it is a very key zone. Saying that, let's get back to our daily time frame. Daily is also nothing different, saying the same story, exactly the same story. So same ascending channel and the symmetrical triangle. So let's wait for the symmetrical triangle to break out or break down, potentially break out, and then the prices start moving in the upside. So same, look at the this is the first time the channels created a support here, then next time here, and then here, and then it's trying to get support here as well. On the rejection front, this is the first time the channel is rejected here. So eventually just gonna go up back here and then probably reject down, it's gonna be a nice ascending channel. Saying that yeah, it's gonna be a very nice ascending channel for sure. Now the key price here for me should be roughly around I'm gonna put a zone here just for our understanding. So this is the key zone for us, which is roughly $2 to 1.96. Once we break this with strength, then we gonna see nice bullish momentum coming in the natural gas markets. But we'll have to wait for that, and let's wait to see how the markets open this week. So this is on the daily. One thing I just wanted to show you from the past. I just keep on saying about this channel, but I'll show you the same sort of ascending channel from the last year, and how one should have traded the channel. And exactly this is what I'm trying to say based on the last year's channel. So let me take you back to a year back, and this is the channel which I have marked for last year, and you can clearly see, I'm just gonna put in the highs and the lows, and there you go. I'm just trying to mark it. So let me just get it here, and then another bit here as well. Okay, there you go. So clearly you can see the ascending channel happening from the last year. And now if I push it to our channel, exactly the same. Look at that. It's exactly the same, which technical analysis is basically nothing but the price action which has happened in the past is gonna try and simulate exactly what it has done in the past. And same are the patterns. Like if you look at the different patterns, those patterns, I mean, there aren't any new patterns. Those are the patterns happening in repetitive mode over different time frames. So if anyone could have seen last year how the swing high and swing low, and these swings are roughly around 500 pips. So anyone could have bought here, sold here, again bought here, sold here. Look at the swings. Now one thing we have to see here, so this is clearly a nice swings here till here, actually till here. But then once you reach this point, which is roughly around June-ish, then probably I think the market is going sideways here. Look at that. It's roughly going sideways here, entering into a Davos box. And then once it breaks out from the box, tries to retest here, and then that's it, moves ahead. I think there is another retest here. So this is the neckline, and then once tries to make a double top, breaks down, and look at this also, so beautiful. Look at this zone. Okay, let me highlight that zone. So if I highlight this zone, look at that. So this is basically it's an overlap of this ascending triangle as well as the Darvas box. So price was remaining up before, the price was up all the time when it broke out from the Darvas box. And then once it basically broke inside the Darvas box, and it has broken the ascending channel as well. Once it breaks the ascending channel, then the price is starting coming down. And this basically, the bottom of the channel is it's the rising floor. So it's basically a trend which has been getting developed from probably the end lows of the season. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but if you look at it gradually, this trend breaks. That is the breakdown of the Darvas, breakdown of the double top. That is even the break of the Darvas box. I mean, the price entering the Darvas box. So clearly you can see these three confluences are overlapping here, which clearly says the market's not ready to go up anymore here. It tries to come down and then tries to retest, and then that's it. You can see clear downtrend here. So I am expecting the exact same behavior here. Again, as I said, these are markets. Nothing is consistent in the markets, but based on the technicals, the probability of that happening is going to be on a higher side. And of course, if you go and study the the ascending channels for the previous years also, they're gonna be almost the same. And if you don't agree, please let me know in the comments section. But for me, I think that's the way to go. Of course, there will be different patterns while these channels are when the ascending channel is forming. There you will have multiple bearish, bullish patterns within the channel, but I think the channel is trying to stabilize a sort of a trend, and that's sorry, that's the way to go. Saying that, I think that's pretty much, I want to cover the markets at the moment very sluggish. There aren't any movements comparatively. If you compare natural gas markets to the previous few weeks, the markets, and especially this time of the year, the markets are usually sluggish. So let's wait and see how we open on Sunday and how this price basically reacts here. For me, I'm assuming that this should be the bottom of the channel, and the prices should be looking to move in the north side of the direction. But again, as I said, markets are not certain. There are a lot of things which contribute to the prices. So we'll just take a step and let's see how we open and see how the price is going. Saying that, again, a disclaimer: this is not a not a buy or a sell recommendation. This is purely for the purpose of education. That's it from my side. If you find this informative, helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Please share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.